Hiyo everybody, this is IcicleFerret, and it has been a while. It has been way too long. Thank you all for sticking with me. As you all probably know, I took a bit of a hiatus from making video games. I'm kind of hoping to ease myself back into it with something that's not too demanding, not kind of doing a series or anything. So I just wanted to share with you some of the games that I've been playing in my absence from content creation. And one of them here is a game called Wingspan. Now, if you haven't heard about it, this is basically a card game. You play competitively against other players to try and build the best bird reserve. It doesn't sound that exciting, but once you start playing, it really is. Now I'm gonna play against the computer here. So we're gonna have two AIs, and then we're gonna have me. So actually, I think I'm gonna go first because that just seems a little bit. It seems a little nicer. And you have all these different settings that you can change, but we're just gonna do the basic ones for now. So the first turn goes, you pick your starting birds. Now, the Canada Goose is a great bird if you can generate seeds. So I kind of want that guy. A lot of these are really good birds too. Oh, but they all take seed. Alright, I guess I'll take the black tern. So I'll grab a seed, fish. I'll grab the vulture too. And now we can pick a bonus card, bird that eats seeds. I already have a bird that eats seeds, so I'm gonna go with that one. We just let the AI take their turns. Okay, and once the AI takes the turns, they let you know what they did. Now there are 3 fields of play. You've got your forest, you've got your plains, and then you got your wetlands. Now, if I can generate seed for this Canadian Goose, I can get 2 cards. Or 2 points, because points are generated by a number of different things. So you got the point total on the card here, which the Canadian Goose is worth 3, but you can also get points for having items called eggs. You can also get points for having tucked food and various things like that. So because I need to generate seed, I'm actually going to grab this American Crow, which lets me discard an egg to gain any one food from the food supply. The broad-winged hawk is pretty good, and I probably would take that if the crow wasn't here. But I want that seed generation ability. Now we just wait on the AI again, which the AI goes pretty fast in solo mode. When you're playing against other players, it can take like minutes for them to finish their turn. That's just the kind of game this is. Alright, so I'm gonna lay down my turkey vulture. Now because the turkey vulture doesn't have a food cost.
Turkey vulture. Turkey vultures can projectile vomit to defend themselves.
Cue about a little trivia about the bird playing. But the turkey vulture doesn't cost any food to play. It has a nice ability. The only real drawback to the turkey vulture is that it only has a slot for 1 egg, and it's not worth a whole lot of points. So it's kind of a bird that you want to play early on in the game. The longer the game goes on, the less you want to waste your turn with low cost birds like that. Now, my AIs have also played birds. I don't think they played any birds. They played a hummingbird and a hummingbird. This guy played a duck. Alright. So this is actually good for me, because if the duck AI draws cards, I'm gonna get 1 from the deck. I'm gonna also be able to draw a card. And then if the what kind of bird is this? I don't know. If the green bird either chooses to gain food, which you can do from the forest, or lay eggs, which you can do from the plains, then I also get food. So And the AI is not very smart. Because I might not even need to play this crow. I might just get everything I need from that. Okay, but we need another seed to play in order to play the Canadian goose. And there's a seed in the bird feeder. So I'm going to activate my forest here. And I'm going to pick the seed, because that's all I really want. And if the turkey vulture had an ability on it... Oh, hey, I get to draw food. And I'm going to draw seed. Perfect. So if the turkey vulture had an ability, for example, like this black tern, whenever you activate your I don't know what these are called, biomes, the forest, then the ability would go off. So this black tern, I get to draw a card and discard a card only when I draw cards from the wetland. But now that I have my seeds, I'm going to play my Canada Goose.
Canada Goose. The oldest known wild Canada goose was at least 33 years old.
Perfect. Alright, my turn. Ooh, I get food. Perfect. And that's perfect, because I'm going to lay eggs. I'm going to lay them all in the duck. Or the goose, I mean. And then I'm going to discard one of my seeds to tuck 2 cards from the deck behind the bird. And that too counts as 2 points towards the end of the game. Because at the end of the game, we're going to count up all the points that all the players have gathered, either from their bird cards, or from their bonus cards, or from the bonus rounds. There's a lot of math involved in this game, and I don't know if I could play this actually in cards. Ah, darn. I don't know if I could play this game on an actual tabletop the way it was meant to be played, because there's just a lot of math involved, and I know I'll get it wrong. Alright, now in order to play a bird into the second row, you have to start sacrificing eggs from your other birds. So I want to play the American crow, which means I have to pay a food, which that's the exact food I wanted to pay, was the fruit. And then I need to sacrifice an egg from another bird, which I've got 2 on the Canada Goose.
American crow. These intelligent birds steal eggs and food from other birds and cache food for later.
And then we let the AI go. What has this guy done? Eggs, drawn food. And I laid another... Alright, I get more food. So now what I think I want to do, so I can get potential bonus points if I have eggs in my forest. I only have 1 bird in the forest right now, it's my turkey vulture. And he can only have 1 egg. But that's okay. So, 1 egg there. And then I'm going to put 2 on the Canada Goose. And now the American Crow activates because I just used my planes, so I'm going to sacrifice 1 of the eggs from the Canada Goose. Get a seed. Then I'm going to tuck 2. So, every egg is worth 1 victory point. So I'm getting 3 victory points. And then I'm sacrificing 1 victory point to gain 1 more victory point. So I'm getting a total of 4 what are called victory points per activation of my plains biome. And the American Crow is not necessarily the best at this. I would have preferred something like a bird that just generates the seed for free, or there are variations, there are birds called ravens that let you get 2 food for 1 egg. But the crow is what I got, so the crow is what I'm going to use. Now, I could do that again. I'm not sure I want to, though. I think I want to play my... No, the turn's not going to help me out. Never, I take that back. And I don't really want any of the birds that are here. So I guess I'll just do this again. Press that, get that. Yes. So now I'm going to need to start playing other birds because I'm running out of room to lay all my eggs. And this is the end of round 1. There are 4 rounds in every game. Each round has slightly fewer turns that you can take compared to the next one. So both myself and the green bird, we had 1 egg each in our forest biome. So we split and round down the first and the second place. So because I laid the egg in the vulture's nest, that 1 egg ended up being worth 2 extra victory points. I grabbed one from the deck. Woo! And that didn't really help me. But this bird does have more room for eggs, so I'm gonna drop it.
Tree swallow. Tree swallows can form flocks numbering in the hundreds of thousands.
So my logic behind playing the tree swallow over the black tern is that the black tern has fewer egg slots, and right now I'm running a heavy strategy, so I want to place my eggs in I want a lot of birds that I can place eggs on. Or a lot of birds with a lot of egg slots. And then the second reason I also played it is the black tern I only get to draw a card, whereas the tree swallow lets me tuck a card, which means I can get a bonus victory point every time I draw cards for my wetlands. So I'm gonna check what my opponents have done here. Still not a whole lot from Duck Boy. Okay, so this guy's running. Looks like he's getting a lot of food going, so he'll be able to play some heavy cards. And then he's got that and nothing there. Okay. The AI is not incredibly intelligent, but I mean, it works. Alright, now I want to draw cards, but I want to draw a lot of cards because I don't like any of these options here for the strategy that I'm playing. So I'm going to take a gamble, and I'm going to discard an egg from one of my birds. And then I'm going to draw another card, and I'm going to take both of my cards straight from the deck. And both of these are not the greatest. Alright, well, we're going to sacrifice one of these boys. So we're going to sacrifice this bird to the tree swallow, and that's going to let us draw another card. Okay, Northern Shoveler. I can live with a Northern Shoveler, but it does take a lot of seed, and I need a lot of seed to power my goose. Oh well. I also, if I'm looking at the bonus round, I need... Oh. I'll come back to that thought. I want seed. So the different type of nests the birds have, I need birds with that lay the ground nests. No, that's not the kind of bird I need. This common prairie chicken, actually. Greater prairie chicken, excuse me. Might be worthwhile? I don't know. I'm gonna think about that one a little bit. I mean, I could play the black tern again. Another great thing about the black tern that I didn't mention is that it has a star for a nest type, which means its nest type counts as all of the other nest types. So if you see this Anhinga has a platform nest, the Northern Shoveler has a ground nest, the Eastern Screech Owl has a cavity or a hollow nest. So I could play the black tern. Yeah, I guess I'll do the black tern.
Black tern. These terns build floating nests out of marsh plants.
And then I can lay a whole bunch of eggs on all my birds and get bonus points. We'll see if that strategy pays off. Now, do I want to draw more cards? Do I want to lay eggs? I probably want to lay eggs, don't I? So I need birds with this kind of nest. Discard one. And a seed. Okay. This Canada Goose is probably going to be worth like half of my victory points when we come to counting everything, just because it's pretty ridiculous. I still need to play more birds that take seed, though. Ooh, seed, perfect. Good, and that's going to be enough to lay my northern shoveler down. Oh darn, I took the one bird I was interested in. Fish crow, hey! I already have a crow. American woodcock, I will take that. That is a good card. The American woodcock is a good card to play late in game when you're able to generate a lot of food, because it's a very heavy bird. It's worth 9 points. Not so great in terms of being able to carry a lot of eggs around, but, you know, at the end of the game, you can slap this bird down and get like 9 victory points. But not right now, though. I think now I want to play the northern shoveler. And I gotta spend 1 egg.
Northern shoveler. The shoveler's large bill strains invertebrates from the water.
Sweet. So that is 2 birds now that eat seeds. If I can get 3 more, then I can get 3 extra victory points, which isn't worth a whole lot. But that's the bonus card I have, so that's the bonus card I'm gonna try and work for. Alright, now we're gonna lay eggs on him, because that bird... 1... So, this particular bonus, I only get points per bird that has a ground nest with an egg in it, as opposed to here on round 3, if you look down below it. I don't know if you can see my pointer, actually. I don't remember what settings I have. This bird, or this round 4, I'm sorry, look at round 4. I get points for the total number of eggs in birds with the cup nests. And in round 2 and round 3, multiple eggs in the same nest don't count. It's just the total number of birds, so. We'll get a seed. We're gonna power my Canada Goose. Ooh. And I don't need that, so I will take that. Please excuse my puppy. Alright, now it's my turn. Again, I don't like any of these birds down here. So I think I'm going to actually sacrifice a bird here. I don't need the fish crow. So I'm gonna sacrifice a card in my hand. So I can draw 2 food now. So I'm gonna draw both of these. Sweet! I win! So that's 5 extra bonus points for me. Alright, let's see what's down here. Ooh, the Chihuahuan Raven's really good. Do I want it? So if this was a multiplayer game with other real people, yes, take the Chihuahuan Raven. And the only reason I'd say take the Chihuahuan Raven is to prevent anyone else from taking it. Oh my god, stupid birds. I don't need these birds. That's a good one. I don't need the Anhinga, so I'm gonna tuck that. Bald Eagle, it's not bad. Discard a card. I don't need the Screech Owl. Actually, you know what? I need the turn even less, so that's gonna go away. Alright, now I got some nice cards to work towards. I don't need that, so I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna grab a mouse. And that really helped out, because now I can play my Chihuahuan Raven. Chihuahuan Raven. Perfect.
Chihuahuan Raven. This bird is native to the Chihuahuan Desert of the southwest US and northern Mexico.
So now I can get food every time I lay eggs. And I'm only gonna... I get the free food. Or, yeah. So because I have to sacrifice one egg, I'm only gaining one egg, one victory point every time I do this. But obviously one of these eggs is going to power the Canada Goose. One of these sacrifices or whatever is going to power the Canada Goose. And I can always skip using the Raven if I want to. Which come the last turn, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Okay, so birds with cavity nests. I've got 2 of those, already got eggs in it. You already got an egg, alright. So I can discard a food to gain an egg, which I can then sacrifice to the Chihuahuan Raven to gain 2 food. Which I think I'll do, just to be silly about it. And then what do I need? I need seed, and I need... yeah. Boop. Perfect. Alright. So I'm only gaining 3 victory points every time I do that, but I'm also powering up my ability to play these very large birds. Like the bald eagle, the blue-winged warbler, and the American woodcock. Which... I'm gonna play the American woodcock. Click on any habitat. Alright, Goose, I'm stealing your egg.
American woodcock. The woodcock's amazing mating display involves repeated dives from 300 feet.
Alright, do I want any of these? Okay, that actually was my minimum needed for the bonus card. Sweet. If I could play 8, I could make even more, but I don't think I'm going to be able to play 4 more between now and the end of the round, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to... okay, I don't have any food, dang, to power that. Oh well. Alright, discarding an egg. I'm gonna gain 2 from the supply. I'm gonna discard one from the Canada Goose again to gain another from the supply. Then I'm gonna discard 1 seed to tuck 2. Oh, I get 1 free food from the bird feeder. Alright. Don't mind if I do. Alright, free food. Alright, I'm gonna do the silliness that is sacrificing food to get more food. I don't think I have any other cup. I don't. That's okay. Eggs. Sacrifice an egg from the American crow. Get 2, so I know I'm gonna need another seed, and I'm gonna need a mouse. I'm gonna take the egg from the Chihuahuan Raven to feed my crow, and I'm gonna get a fish because I'm gonna work towards that bald eagle, and then I'm gonna discard a seed to feed my goose, So I got super lucky getting the crow and the goose early on, because that means I just have pretty much all of my turn to just feed that engine. And that's kind of what this has been described as, an engine building game. So you're going to find, as you play, you'll find that there are certain birds that are just... Oh, sweet, tied in first. So there are just certain birds that are worth more to play than others. So you'll find yourself playing those quite often. So I'm going to play my blue-ringed warbler. And I'm going to sacrifice an egg, which by a turkey vulture egg.
Blue-winged warbler.
You weren't using that anyway.
This warbler especially likes to nest on the edges between forest and fields.
I get free foods. So what do I want? I think I want the fish. So the scaled quail would have been a good one to get early on. Lazuli bunting could be good, but I don't think I'm going to have enough turns to be able to activate it. Alright, now I'm going to play my bald eagle. And because the bald eagle actually have 4 cards there, I actually need to sacrifice 2 eggs, but that's not going to be an issue.
Bald eagles steal fish. Ben Franklin thought this was a bad choice for the U.S. national bird.
And so the bald eagle lets me gain all fish that are in the bird feeder. There weren't any, that's fine, I didn't need them anyway. And now I've only got 3 turns left in the entire game, so I'm just going to feed my Canada goose. So we're going to discard a worm. Yeah, and I need eggs in cup nests, but I technically only have 1 cup nest, but I actually only have 2 cup nests because my black turn counts. So I got 4 total eggs right now. 4 total eggs in the cup nests. Which, I'm not going to win that round, but that's okay. So I'm going to skip using the American Crow because I don't need his ability. And I get free food. Woo! Sweet. Okay, and I have 2 turns left, so that should be enough for me to just skip both the Raven and the Crow. That's going to be definitely enough for me to skip the Raven and the Crow, because I'm going to discard some food here. And I have to lay 4 eggs on burbs, so we'll give one to the bald eagle. I'm going to skip the Raven, I'm going to skip the Crow. I'm going to discard a seed to tuck 2 behind my Goose. My Goose is pretty chonky. Ooh, nice! My turkey vulture activated right when I don't need him to. That's okay. Better late than never, turkey vulture. Better late than never. Alright, final turn. And I got 4 eggs to lay. And... I mean, it doesn't really matter what bird I lay them on. Here, everybody gets an egg. Skip using you, I'm gonna skip using you, and I'm gonna tuck 2 behind you. Now we just wait for our opponents to take their turns. It doesn't matter. Okay, so they got a lot of birds going. Is the game gonna end now? Did I break it? Oh my god, I broke the game. Oh, game. Will you finish? Game? I broke the game. Let's try exiting and going back in. There we go. Okay, so I didn't win that last round. But that's okay. Now we see how well I did compared to the AI. Getting the bonus cards. And the number of eggs we laid. I think we all went for an egg strategy. Tucked cards. Now here's where I'm going to win. Yes! Woo! Alright. So that just shows you how many points that we all gathered on various things. Why didn't I get any for my bonus cards? I should have gotten 3. Oh well. So I had 52 total from all my birds. The yellow duck had 49 and the green bird had 35. And so, yeah, once you count up all of your totals, then you get your total victory points and the person with the highest points wins. So in the end, my bird sanctuary has turkey vultures, American woodcocks, and blue-winged warblers in the forest. It has Canada geese, American crows, and Chihuahuan ravens in the plains. And it has tree swallows, black terns, northern shovelers, and bald eagles in the wetlands. So I think a lot of bird watchers are going to come for the wetlands and the forest, and people are not going to have a fun time picnicking in my plains because they're going to be assaulted by geese and crows and ravens. Alright, everybody. Thank you. Nah, I don't need to save that game. But thank you everybody for watching. Once again, this game has been Wingspan. It's a very nice, relaxing game. It's deceptively complex. I guess it's also deceptively simple. Once you kind of get the idea that you're playing for points, and you kind of learn how many points you sacrifice in order to earn new points, it's hard to keep track, and I think that's part of why it's so much fun to play, is because you can think you're winning, and then your opponent comes from behind with a whole bunch of tucked cards and wins or something along that line. But yeah, if you're looking for a more laid-back game, maybe give Wingspan a try. Alright, everybody. Thanks again for watching. I know time is a valuable asset, and I want to thank you all so much for spending your time with me. Stay frosty, my friends, and I will see you next time.